I'm definitely gonna get at least 2 colors.
Yeah.
It's under $50 to get a Jaclyn Smith exclusive. Let's take our second look. Here we go, guys. Yes, indeed. The hardest part at midnight is deciding which color you're gonna get. I know you're all gonna want this, and I hope you've already placed your order, because it is one of those wow today specials. Not only because it's such a good price, it is such a good blazer. It looks, and when you see it up close, you'll agree with me, like linen. But it's not fussy. It doesn't get all wrinkled. You don't have to take this to the dry cleaners, throw it in the washing machine. It is truly a classic. It is timeless, and it is a staple that you're gonna go to day and day, after week, year after year without going out of style. It'll never go out of style. Yeah.
You know,
that's the money I like to spend on fashions, Jaclyn Smith.
And it really, thank you, it really is a wonderful investment. I mean,
Agreed.
you know, blazers used to cost thousands of dollars. This price point is amazing. And the workmanship of this from a very high-end factory. So, you know, as beautiful as it is, if you look on the inside with a dyed-to-match stretch lining, but the seaming and the stitching and the finishing, it's as beautiful inside as out. So it wears well, it's comfortable on, it has this beautiful
I just love it.
Pleated pocket. It's very right on trend, the safari look. And then I have to point out again that the buttons, and we send extra buttons. Some have the gold rim. This one that my white, has the silver. So, but I love mixed metal. I mean, I don't think you have to be dictated to if you have a silver
with
button.
all your beautiful jewelry. It's like silver and gold and sparkle.
Yeah, my mother was the master of that game. She just made it work, and it all worked. If you love it, it works. So, but we gave a choice. So some of the tropical colors, I think the gold looks really good.
Agreed, and I want to give you an update because things have changed since our last airing of this about 40 minutes ago. #1 bestseller is still the green. It's also the most limited at this point, and guess what #2 most popular color is? What? The white.
Oh, the white.
The white just jumped into second place.
Just jumped in. It changes, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I guess who tunes in?
Yes, we're live.
Yes.
So there's this fantastic, we're calling it the piquant green, very Kelly apple green, very juicy. This tile blue is so pretty, and this one has been very, very popular as well. I just switched into the black because why not? You should get black, and then maybe you choose tangerine. Is that not the best color? I love it, love it, love it.
I do too.
Obviously the white.
We can't forget.
The bright white, and then the semolina.
Semolina.
So it's a beautiful, warm, rich neutral.
All beautiful.
Agreed.
You know, I mean, it's like choosing. You don't have a favorite child. You just love them all. And I love all these.
And that's why, seriously, if you've priced blazers lately, this truly rivals. There's a couple brands and a couple stores. I've seen them over $1,000.
Oh, I have too. Well, they were always an investment piece because of the fabrication, the fit, the tailoring. You get that all for this price point, which to me, I can't believe that we can do it.
It's a moment.
That's the value of HSN.
It is.
And you know, being able to give this in mass and lower the price point. It's all about, you know, keeping the fit and getting the great fabric, but making it affordable.
This blew my mind. I'd seen it, and I was just hoping that they were going to, because they never tell me the price before we see a garment, knowing it's coming up as a today's special. I almost hit the floor when I got here tonight. I thought it was going to be $69 as a today's special. That's the price after. This is not a today's special anymore, which is still insane to me, just because I guess I've been such a fan of blazers my whole life through, and I know this is your wheelhouse, one of your favorites.
Blazer completes, it elevates, it's that third piece, and it goes with everything, from dressy pants to a long skirt, short skirt, to walking shorts, to jeans, to leggings. You do it with anything. It
to your daughter and her sweats.
Yeah, right. My daughter. She always looks good, though.
That's so cute. You know. I love it.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a chance to like set your style statement, and sky is the limit. There's just no, oh my gosh, Donna looks amazing head to toe in the orange.
I love
or the tangerine.
Yeah, the tangerine with the white.
And I love knowing that was your mom's favorite color.
Yeah, favorite. Yeah, she loved color. So she had a daughter that wore a lot of white and tan and black. But her granddaughter, my daughter, wears color. So it all skips a generation, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Diana is looking so fantastic in that gorgeous
beautiful
green.
in the green.
Oof. What an opportunity to go head to toe.
Head to toe. And that's really on trend, the head to toe.
I'm so glad.
One color.
It's kind of been my vibe all my life.
Yeah.
And then let's mix it up a little bit with Miss Andrea coming out in a fantastic flowy skirt.
Beautiful. That skirt makes me want to dance because it's got choreography and movement and
Right?
yeah.
Beautiful flow. I don't know if I've mentioned, forgive me, we have this in extra small through 3X, and there are 2 different lengths on this jacket, this blazer. It's 20, I'm gonna double check my info so I get it right, 23.5 in petite, 25.5 inches in the average, and they are beautiful. It's a polyspan blend. The lining, I don't know if you heard Jaclyn mention.
Is a stretch lining, and we thank you for that. Because the first jacket I ever did for HSN did not have a stretch lining, and it was, you know, constricting, and I learned something, so thank you for that. Write in, let me know what you think about everything, because it always helps me to be better.
Well, and after designing your own line for 26 years before coming here, I know you've learned a thing or two, and I'm sure it had to make you develop some thick skin, you know, to hear feedback.
But we do learn from criticism, right? It teaches us so much, and I always think it's our best friend because we get better. And you know, this jacket is fitted, but not stiff. It does have the side panels and the darts, which gives a little indentation in the waist, but not too much. And I think it hits at a very flattering point on all sizes. You know, some it'll hit a little longer, some shorter, but it works on all sizes and shapes.
This is striking.
I love the green, I must say.
Oh. Has green always been your favorite color?
Yeah, I do love all shades of green. In decorating my home and everything, you see green everywhere.
I love it.
I mean, celadon, forest, every shade of green. They all work.
And yeah, it's always like bringing nature in, whether it's to home decor or,
and I'm very much into my garden, so the indoor, we have a room where you see the garden. It's all glass.
Oh, beautiful.
And so, yeah, green is very predominant in our home.
Well, I love the whole tropical color palette that you chose for your 2025 collection, Jaclyn. And yeah, it's happy and it's welcoming, and maybe it's just a total update for you. Maybe you too have been in a comfort zone that you've been in. Try something new. Why not?
Oh, go out on the limb. That's where the fruit is. So say that to my kids. But you know, I'm gonna wear a color tomorrow, but I do tend to wear neutrals. So I think it is good to shake it up and try something new and surprise yourself.
Well, this is now a chance to get any one of the bright, happy tropical colors, from the green to the tile blue to the tangerine. I mean, the black.
We can't forget the
semolina.
The semolina.
And then the optic white that is definitely just like on fire tonight. All the colors really are popular, but I'm just kind of giving you updates because I don't want you to go to sleep before you decide on which color do I want. I cannot promise if you go to sleep and wake up tomorrow that we'll have that color in your size, and I'm encouraging you to order true to your size. I'm a size small, I'm in the small, like a glove.
Yes,
like a
true to size.
Glove, true to size.
You know, what's nice, because the fit is a hallmark of my line, it's easy. This is a wonderful gift, too.
That is the
Which
truth.
I always forget to mention. You know, I would love to receive this as a gift.
Oh, no kidding. While we're on that,
we didn't have it out for Mother's Day.
We didn't, and then the peak collar on this, I love it, it's so updated. Yeah. We didn't talk much last presentation about the little shoulder pads that you added.
Oh, that's right, that's right. It has a soft shoulder pad, not an 80s Dynasty shoulder pad, but it gives a little definition and, you know, accentuates the waistline. And we did talk about the custom-made buttons, and dyed to the enamel is matching each color of the jacket, a 4-hole button. We ship with extra buttons, and then the little pleated pocket with the safari trend. Yeah, I think it's very right on trend. And I have to mention again, in case you just tuned in, the S seam in the back, which I always wanted on the show Charlie's Angels. A designer taught me that, and it does make this jacket fit well from every angle, even profile. It's just a slight S seam. Can't really tell, but it's there. And
I never knew that until tonight from you.
And, you know, these are working buttons, so you can roll this up, push it up, you know, which is fun. And if you have a shirt underneath, roll it up over it. It all works.
Yeah, that's a cute idea, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just realized with the black, you did the gold trimmed buttons, which what's more expensive looking than black and gold?
Right, I love. And then on this, it's the silver button.
So silver on the white, the blue, and the
black, and the tangerine, and the semolina is the gold.
Yep. Okay, so if you're one metal or another kind of girl, I like to give you all the details.
Yeah.
But the details do include that if you have a favorite color, this is one that is going to go really, really gangbusters throughout the day. Not that it hasn't already tonight, but midnight is the temptation hour of like, oh, let me think about it. Unless you know right now, you're like, oh my gosh, me too, like Jaclyn, green is my favorite color.
Right.
Grab it while you can. This
is
your
it's fun.
chance.
It's summer. It's happy. You know, it's a little sunshine.
It is.
You know, when I painted the nursery, I researched color, and they say yellow and bright colors stimulate intelligence and elevate the mood. And I think this color, it just, you know, makes you, it's a little vitamin D.
Agreed,
You know,
agreed.
sunshine in your life.
I just noticed another detail that I wanted to make sure we point out, and that is this beautiful peak collar, or you know, there's a couple different styles of colors, but it's not only much more modern because it's not just your typical like shirt style collar, and it's all stitched down.
It's all seamed and stitched so beautifully.
Look at this. Look at how well made this is.
So it's really, this jacket really is about the workmanship. It's made in a very high-end factory. So the price point is truly amazing when you think of what's gone into the finishing, the stitching, the seaming, the lining.
You can see how they've double reinforced back here behind the underside of the actual collar.
Right.
See how there's a separate piece there. It's not just like...
So if you want to flip your collar up, you can too.
Exactly. And it gives you that structure, but it really is another sign of excellent tailoring. You don't find excellent tailoring at this price. Trust me, I know.
No.
Understand, this is a today's special.
Right, that is
only today
so
at this
true.
price.
Right, and I thank my team for that.
Yeah, just an amazing buy. It's about 30% off of any other time you're going to see this, if any remain after today. So there it is again, that beautiful piquant green. The tile blue, the tangerine is another great juicy option. And then we've got I think the two must-haves are the white and the black. But then I think you should get a color too.
Oh, I love a color. For summer, yes, I do. You know, maybe you have a white and a black in your wardrobe. So a color is something fresh and new that you can make your own and bring something new in.
Yeah.
Something surprising and unexpected.
And I feel with any of the colors, whether it's one of the brights or the neutrals, you know, all colors kind of play well in the sandbox.
Right, right.
I don't think I've seen colors that clash any.
No. Well, everything in this collection is a tight color palette. It all works. Everything looks great together, you know?
Well, look at Jaclyn. You do such a beautiful job showing us how you pair things together. And look at all the different looks.
Well, yes, I have fun putting them on and putting it on Instagram for people that have followed, and sort of opens it up before I come on.
Oh, you look so good in that bright white.
And there I'm in tennis shoes.
Yeah, I know.
You're right.
I love it. Yeah. All fun things are, you know, part of being a girl in the world of fashion and beauty.
Yes.
So as a quick reminder, there are a lot of the pieces that you see on the girls and both of us as well. The coordinating tanks and tees. We've got great pants. We've got a couple new things that you haven't seen yet coming up in just a few moments. So with it being it's not quite a second anniversary yet with Jaclyn Smith here at HSN, but very soon to come. And this is just a wonderful opportunity to come on into this wonderful world of your beautiful fashions.
Thank you.
Really love this line.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm really proud of this particular collection because everything works together so beautifully.
And the
You know,
quality, you
each pair of
guys.
pants I've designed, the skirts, the tees,
It's the truth.
V-neck.
I'm
Yeah.
going to show you one more thing because I don't want you to forget, or if you haven't heard yet, kind of surprising and shocking. Fully lined, and it's a
Stretch lining.
lining.
Yeah, so nothing is going to constrict you.
And look at here again, how everything is just beautifully, I mean, all of this extra fabric, it's such a well done
Constructed.
piece. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful inside and out.
Oh.
I mean, I can't really, I mean, of all the jackets I've done, and I've done some really great ones, this is one of my favorites. There's just something really special about it.
I have to agree with
the
you.
blazer never goes out of style.
Ever.
Goes back to 1823. Certainly Princess Diana made the blazer sing because she was one that would wear it with going to the gym with shorts or with sweats or,
that.
you know, with a beautiful pencil skirt and a beautiful pantsuit like we're showing it. You know, it really became sort of a wardrobe staple after she brought it to the forefront.
I think I just saw that they're doing some of her personal belongings in auction.
Oh, that would be
coming up soon.
You know, they did that with Jaclyn Onassis too.
And you portrayed her
I did.
so beautifully.
I did. And 17 costume changes in that movie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and some were vintage pieces, really beautiful, and the different, you know, from a young girl to the roving photographer,
Right.
to First Lady.
I'm gonna go watch that movie again.
A lot of different styles. It was really probably one of my favorite roles.
I didn't realize how many movies you have done.
Well,
A lot.
over this amount of years, you do. You really, you know, rack it up. Yeah. You're right. Oh boy, it's hard to think about it. Yeah.
Everybody here at HSN absolutely loves this woman. She is so sweet.
Thank you. Well,
so
you make it easy.
fun to
Light
work
attracts
with.
light, right? Yeah, everybody's so sweet and welcoming.
Good.
And I must say, it's daunting, this, you know, in front of a live audience, you know?
Right.
You get second takes in Jaclyn Bouvier Kennedy. You know, if you mess up, you know, it's okay. We'll do it again. But I don't get to do it again here. So you carry it, and you do it so beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Years of experience, I guess, myself.
Well, I'm in awe of everybody on this show.
Thank you. It is fun, and there is something about live that is exhilarating. It's
Right.
It's just unlike anything else. In fact, I was talking to some of my colleagues in the crew, our director Prince tonight, and our producer Brandon. We were talking about how this business, there is nothing like it. There's nothing quite like it.
No, the spontaneity.
Yes.
Thinking on your feet.
Yep.
Your energy level. What it takes to sell. I mean, this is different than how I started my design career. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
So-
do it very well. We love you.
Well,
You're
it's fun with all of you, and you make it work. Yeah. Thank heavens. I wouldn't want to be out here alone. That's for sure.
I don't think I would either.
No.
Well, as we move into our second hour today with Jaclyn, we're sitting because we can.
Yeah,
we
we
want to,
love
and
to
we're
sit
up
too.
and down.
Except we can't really sit that comfortably.
I know these
no,
chairs-
I'm doing it. I'm okay. Yeah.
But we
do
are
it so
thrilled you're
nicely.
here. And I'll remind you again that the colors are truly on fire popular. So I'm loving that you're loving both the blue and the green. Now the green has been the #1 fastest seller tonight. It is also now officially the most limited. So I just want you to keep that in mind. White is in second place. Love that. 'Tis the season.
Yeah, white.
And it's
Summer,
optic.
clean, bright. Yeah.
And then guess what just took the third place? It keeps changing by the second. Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Love it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad these tropical colors and these, mood elevators are flying out. That's good.
They are mood elevators, there's no question about it. And the fact you can throw this in a washing machine and just, you know what, I'm a hang dryer person, so that would be my recommendation.
Right. I think sometimes the heat of a dryer isn't always the best, even though they say you can. But I like to hang too.
Yeah.
And when I look at this on a hanger, you really see, I mean, this is without anybody in it, how well constructed and tailored this jacket is on the hanger.
Point. The
Yeah.
structure of it.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful.
really a really, really good blazer. I was sharing last hour, forgive me if you were with us, but I've been going through my closet and I'm donating a bunch of things because I've held on to too many things for too long.
It's, you know what, it's very cathartic and cleansing.
It is.
And, you know, it's cumbersome to have too much. And then you go in and you can't even make your mind up of what to wear. Right. No, I like doing that. It makes me, it's uplifting.
It is, it is. I did realize that because I've categorized my closet, like blazers.
Right.
And then color coordinated. And,
I do that.
Pants,
OCD.
skirts, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But it's so much less stress to go make choices then.
Yeah.
But I realized that a vast majority, my biggest section in my closet are blazers.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Over
a
the
jacket
years.
girl, you know.
Yeah, you
I
are.
love that third piece that elevates, pulls it together. And I think it's every girl's best friend to have a jacket. And, you know, sometimes you put on something, it doesn't quite have the zip. And this steps up the game. Imagine putting on a color like this. It just elevates. It really does. I mean, you could wear this with a faded pair of jeans and a white tee and put this on, and all of a sudden you have a sort of pulled together look.
I know for a fact I'm getting this at least in 2 colors personally, and if it sells out before the end of the day, I'll get the bump because the employees are, you know,
Well,
we're
you
last
deserve
on the
it.
list. Well,
You basically deserve it free.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, I'm happy. I mean, this is such a good price. I'm happy to pay the full price, no question. But I just am so impressed with how well made it is and how good
And how
the
comfortable
material
it is.
Yes.
Because, you know, if it isn't comfortable, we won't wear it. And so that's the key in sourcing these fabrics that stretch, just the right amount of spandex in this. So easy care, no wrinkle. It does resist wrinkling. And, you know, it has the look of that linen blazer, that pristine, chic blazer, but without the wrinkles.
And linen, obviously, I think it's always been kind of an aspiration for women to one day, but then it's like, well, you look good when you put it on, and then you look
then
kind
it's
of
wrinkled.
crumpled mess in an hour.
Yeah, it looks like you've been sleeping in it. Right.
Exactly.
But this, you know, really holds its own. I mean, it just steps up your game, I think.
It's the texture of this material that
It's a soft,
literally
textured
looks
woven.
like linen. That's the shot. Can you see what we're talking about? And that's across the board. So this being the green, the #1 bestseller and the most limited choice all day long, followed by the tangerine. That's the second most limited. I always like to let you know what's going on at midnight so you don't come back and get mad thinking, oh, I didn't realize that was so, but limited means they will probably, more than likely, sell out first.
Right.
And by the way, I just have to do this because I love this
Together,
opportunity to do the head to toe.
Right.
Pants are coming up in just a little bit. And so with that being said, I know we're kind of counting down in this presentation. Keep in mind, this is a big 24-hour event with Jaclyn Smith here live in our studios, so treat yourself. And what a thing to say, oh, this is a Jaclyn Smith exclusive. That's what it is. And you got it here at HSN. You don't have to tell people you only spent $49.95.
No, because it looks like, you know, so much more. Feels like so much more.
That's what it is.
And part of it is the feel of something. I mean, you know, you can pay thousands of dollars for something and it hangs in your closet because it's not comfortable or it doesn't hold up. And I will compliment my team for sourcing all over the world these wonderful fabrications, because it all comes down really to the fabric and the workmanship. You know, when I said, you know, the silent work of something, you know, that's the keystone. That's what holds it up and makes it last and work and makes it wearable.
Year after year, and not only from the quality of the actual jacket, but the timelessness of it.
Yeah.
It's such a
Well, it'll never go
classic.
out of style. It is a constant. I mean, it goes back to 1823. Blazers have been around.
Who knew?
And, you know, I think as classic it is, this is more of a statement piece because of the colors and what we're coordinating with these jackets. You know, from these wonderful tees to the round neck that you have with the, I mean, it all works and it all makes it really a fun outfit, and it's new and fresh. That's why we did these layering pieces, and then the pants to boot. So everything is working together, which I love.
invite you, get this home, if nothing else, to inspect the kind of workmanship we're talking about, because you're going to be like, wow. I mean, you'd probably feel like would have been happy to spend $149 on this jacket and still feel like you got a deal, compared to what you're seeing in retail and what this is in comparison.
It's really a fortune to buy a good blazer.
I wonder why it's so much more. Well, I guess I know. That was a silly point I was going to
Well,
make. We're a big company. We buy in big quantities.
And you can lower the price anytime you do it in mass.
Yep.
And that's been my whole goal in design, is because, you know, you want to make it available for everyone, not just a select elitist group.
Few. Yeah.
So that's been sort of a fulfilling part of my career. You know, when people come up and say, hey, I mean, they might have a handbag that I designed years ago or a jacket, and it's still good. And that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
You know, that it's lasted and it hasn't gone out of style. So the cornerstone is timeless, classical, elegant clothes. You know,
Timeless.
not too trendy.
Right. Nothing.
I mean, we want to be on trend, we want to be what's happening, but it can't be so way out that in a month